Connor Floyd reveals when he will debut as Chad DiMera on Days of Our Lives and teases upcoming storylines. For the first time in over a decade, the face of Chad DiMera is changing in Salem. After an emotional farewell to Billy Flynn in February 2026, the countdown has officially begun for the arrival of Connor Floyd. The former Young and the Restless star will step into the DiMera mansion and the Horton living room on April 21, 2026, marking one of the most anticipated recasts in recent soap opera history. The confirmation of this airdate, first reported by People and confirmed by the show's official social media, ends months of speculation and sets the stage for a new chapter in the life of Salem's favorite conflicted heir. A handoff forged in Genoa City. The transition from Flynn to Floyd is unique in the annals of daytime television, characterized not by a behind-the-scenes power struggle, but by a mutual admiration society that played out on a competing soap. Floyd, 33, spent 4 years playing the buttoned-up legacy character Philip Chancellor IV on The Young and the Restless. Meanwhile, Billy Flynn was preparing to exit Days of Our Lives after an 11-year run. In a twist of fate that feels like a soap opera writer's room pitch, Flynn joined Y&R just as Floyd was leaving. The two actors not only crossed paths, but shared the screen in Genoa City. In a metatextual moment that delighted fans, Flynn's new character, Kane Ashby, shared scenes with Floyd's Chancellor. The on-screen partnership blossomed into a real-life mentorship. He kind of gave me the spark notes on how everything works here, and that was very helpful, Floyd revealed to People at the Days of Our Lives' 60th anniversary celebration in November 2025, reflecting on his transition. Flynn, for his part, has been Floyd's biggest cheerleader. During a live stream interview, Flynn expressed complete confidence in his successor. "I don't think it could have been a better person. I really like Connor. I think we eerily sound similar," Flynn said, adding with a laugh, "The guy taking my last part is taller and more handsome than me. So, Chad just got a lot more beautiful." This passing of the torch was capped by Flynn's emotional final episode as Chad on February 17, 2026, where he said goodbye to his late wife Abigail at her graveside and left Salem with his children, clearing the way for Floyd's arrival. The Black Symbiote situation, Floyd's take on a legacy role. So who is Connor Floyd's Chad DiMera? According to the actor himself, he won't be a carbon copy of Flynn's portrayal. Instead, he is digging deep into the psychological torment of being a DiMera. At the daytime Emmy red carpet, Floyd sat down with Dish and Days and offered a pop culture analogy that perfectly encapsulates his vision. "I looked at it as a Spider-Man, Black Symbiote situation where he's fighting this evil power, but sometimes it gets a hold of him and the DiMera shows up," he explained. This references the iconic Spider-Man storyline where the hero dons a black suit that amplifies his darker impulses, a perfect metaphor for Chad Peterson DiMera, the son of the late, infamous Stefano DiMera, who was raised with Horton values. Floyd expanded on this internal conflict during the day's 60th red carpet event in November. "What I love about Chad is he kind of walks that line of DiMera and Horton. He doesn't want to be DiMera. He wants to be a Horton, but the DiMera just kind of claws at him," he told Parade. He described playing the role as a tightrope walk, a delicate balance between the loving father and the vengeful mob heir. This interpretation promises a grittier, perhaps more volatile, Chad than fans have seen in recent years. Floyd hinted that viewers should expect that little tightrope to be tested early and often. Unlike his previous role as Chance, a character he described as needing to be buttoned up, Floyd is relishing the chance to play a man who is a little bit more loose. The road to Salem. From hero exit to new beginnings, Floyd's path to Salem was paved with a dramatic and seemingly final exit from Genoa City. His character, Chance, was shot and killed in the line of duty during the July 28, 2025 episode, dying in the arms of Billy Flynn's Kane Ashby. While fans of Y&R mourn the loss, Floyd viewed it as the perfect send-off. "He went out like a hero," he told People. However, having spent years in the soap world, he knows that death is rarely permanent. When teased about a possible return to Y&R, Floyd winked. You never know in daytime. You never know. No one's ever dead, right? For now, however, his focus is entirely on 355 North Maple Drive. Having started taping at the Burbank Studios on June 23, 2025, Floyd has had months to settle into the role. He described the transition to the day's set as pretty easy, thanks to the fast-paced nature of the genre, noting that the learning curve was less steep than when he first joined Y&R. What awaits in Salem? When Floyd walks onto the screen on April 21st, he will inherit a character at a crossroads. Chad left town to clear his head and protect his children, Thomas and Charlotte, from the chaos of Salem. When he returns, he will find that life has not stood still. Expect the tightrope to be tested immediately. Will the Horton side of him seek a peaceful reunion with his kids and a potential new romance? Or will the DiMera blood in his veins be clawed to the surface by whatever family drama, likely involving his brother EJ or sister Kristen, is brewing upon his return? Connor Floyd is ready to unpack it all. As he told TV Insider earlier in the process, the DiMera family is really cool, and the more I dig into it, this character has a lot to unpack. With the blessing of his predecessor, a compelling new character blueprint, and a debut date locked in, Connor Floyd is poised to make Days of Our Lives history.